Welcome back to Rice Chat.
Hello.
I'm joined by Geraint and Peter and me, Oscar.
Oscar.
This time they switch seats.
That way it helps to add a little bit of variety to
Is
the
it a comfy seat?
It's a bit
Do you not
weird.
like
It's a
sitting
bit
there? Is it
weird
the
to
sit?
have. It's a bit weird to have a Rice Chat when you're sitting in that seat. I think we're gonna
I
have to
quite
like.
like this seat. This is like the
comfortable,
most
but-
comfortable chair in the office.
We kind of have to. We have to remove it though because it's basically only used for lunchtime racing activities.
I suppose.
It's not.
We
really,
need to do some racing videos.
Like you don't see
That's the thing we need to do.
people
Some
interviewing
MK8,
people.
pro level MK8. That's my dream. Is pro
So
level
pro level
MK8 in
MK8.
some
I
kind
don't
of
know if it's
thrust
compatible
master.
with a Wii.
It's not, but you know you could fit a wheel on there. So Geraint's been in Japan, mostly doing secret things. But what you can tell us about is the ramen.
It's the ramen museum. I ate a lot of ramen. I was like waking up every morning feeling super salty in my mouth.
So there was an actual ramen museum.
There was a ramen museum. It was in Shin Yokohama. It was basically like a kind of fake 1950s Japanese town in a building, big building, and you kind of walked around and they had like tiny little restaurants inside the mega restaurant, and you kind of went to sample different kinds of ramen.
So
And
it
there was,
wasn't
like-
a museum so much as
It was basically like a big restaurant, only it had like loads of tiny restaurants inside it.
all of them serving
All of them
ramen.
serving ramen, but it had like ramen from like different parts of the
Like a
of
ramen
the country.
emporium.
Yes, basically. And they had like a grading system from like richness and stuff like that. And you go, okay, I fancy a rich and flavoursome ramen, and you go to
So that's like the
the
soup.
correct. So you had like almost like a menu, but basically said by shop. It says this shop specialises in this kind of ramen, and then you go, okay, I want one that's like got a thick stock, is kind of rich.
So
in
there's like
flavour.
one restaurant that's mainly does thick stock.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, some of them, there lots of them do thick stocks, but
So they all have
there's
different
so you like
kinds
a
of
chart.
noodles.
So yes, they do. So you kind of look at it and you go, okay, I want this kind of ramen, and then you go and eat it. And you could also have like a full meal there, or you could have mini bowls, which is basically half a bowl, and then you could sample lots of different ramen on your trip. It was quite nice, but it did mean that I drank a lot of stock, ate a lot of noodles, and ate a lot of ramen.
Did
It was quite
you
cool.
discover your noodle limit?
Yeah, I kind of ate like a lot, basically. I mean, generally I can eat quite a lot for a small guy. I'm pretty good. A little bit like Chia in Persona 4. But,
Is that what you keep telling me?
that's what I get to know. You do realise.
Dressed in your green.
I had my
tracksuit.
hang on. So yeah, it was cool. I enjoyed it a lot. I went with some guests who went to go visit. So it was good. It's good. Nice Japan trip. Very busy. Not enough time for like holiday stuff. That was like the most.
Half a
touristy
holiday
thing
is
I did.
food though,
Well, it is like every evening I ate a lot of nice food, which is good.
but mostly ramen.
But
Anything
mostly ramen this time. What else did I eat? I went for like a really good steak. There's like a really good like Kobe beef steak, which is like amazing, but the most expensive thing I think I've ever put in my mouth.
How much was it?
I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, it was a
How
lot of
many
money.
yens?
It was a lot
How
of
many
yens.
Shenmue capsule toys?
Basically, yeah, you need a lot of Shenmue capsule toys to afford it. So that was good. Yeah, like sushi and stuff as well, of course. But not so much this time. Usually, like I go to like a fish market in Tokyo,
Didn't
and then
go-
like eat
go to
like
the
a
fish
lot of
market.
really good. I didn't go this time. I went last time.
Is it like it is in like Shokugeki no Soma and stuff?
It is
You go to
exactly
the
that.
fish
Actually, no.
market,
There were times where I went into a couple of restaurants.
And you
and
got
it was
to
a
pick out the
little bit
perfect
like
fish.
it was a little bit like checking this, and there's a lot of kind of like bandana tightening. I didn't see many like hardcore like Shokugeki no Soma like style poses, but there was a lot of apron wearing and bandana tightening.
Did you go to any of the places where you like see them come to you?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of places are very much
Were they
like
good
that. So
at
you, kind of,
cooking?
you eat and then they're cooking on the other side, and they're serving you piping hot ramen that could like burn your face off if you were.
Sometimes I feel a bit awkward when they're doing that, when they're cooking in front of you.
You just don't stare.
It's like, wouldn't they rather be behind closed doors?
The thing I found
I guess
was
some would
quite
get
quite
quite
strange was like smoking indoors, which obviously like most people obviously you can't do it here legally, and the same thing in the States. But I found that was like quite weird because they like you were banned from smoking indoors in like I don't know like early 2000s, wasn't it in Europe, or for even longer in the US. I found that kind of quite strange. But yeah, it was good, a lot of good eating. lot of good secret things, a lot of good secret plans are brewing, which is even better.
All of the schemes.
All of the schemes that are brewing.
Can't talk about any of that.
So that was kind of quite cool to meet lots of people. Went to go and see Inti Creates of Galgun fame. Spoke to them a little bit about localization. So hopefully there'll be some updates on that, on how that's kind of progressing. A lot of work to do, but
Lots of moving and
but
shaking.
lots of moving and shaking. So we're in the process of localizing Galgun at the moment, and it's coming on. It's coming on okay. So yeah, hopefully update on that. What else can we update on? I think that's it. There's the only secret things that we can talk about, I think.
Well then, what's your top ramen tip for a newbie going to Japan? What should you look out for? What should you try? What should you be careful not to do?
I don't know. I mean, I would say that, like,
could a newcomer handle a really thick stock?
Yes, I think so. I think the probably the golden rule is, because it's not like it's a little bit hard to kind of like walk around the street and identify a restaurant that you want to go and eat at. It's quite hard because sometimes obviously knowing some of the menus and things like that. So my kind of recommendation would be just to like take a really random punt with one of the kind of smaller restaurants. Because generally speaking, I've gone into some like really random places, just like walked in and then just like not knowing what I've ordered.
How are they with English people?
Generally not great. Most people don't speak English. And I think as long as you're like willing to take the risk, because obviously you're not going to eat anything that's like poisonous. You just go in and you just like select something at random from the menu. Then chances are you're going to be surprised and very pleasantly surprised. So that's my tip. It's just
pick something
go
completely random.
No, yeah, I think you can. I think you can do that.
Seems a bit dangerous.
Maybe you can maybe take a couple of words with you that like, I don't know, like Nico, I think is meat. For example, if you go in and go, actually, I want something meat. I want something meat based. That was doing my cheer thing again.
Nico.
So yeah, I would just be brave. Find the really small restaurants. Basically, tend to be really good for that kind of activity where you just go in and go, I don't know what I'm going to eat. I'm going to select something random and see what comes out. And that would be my tip.
Speaking of, I'd like to recommend a pretty good J drama at the moment.
Okay.
Wakakozake.
Wakakozake.
Which is based on an anime and manga. Which the anime was like 3 minutes or something, or even 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's about a lady. She finishes work and she goes to a new place every day. After work, she has like an alcohol.
Oh, yes, what did you say? Yeah.
But now they've got a live action version. It's like half an hour, and she goes like 2 different places and has like 2 different meals. And she just like.
Does she only talk about the food? Or
she talks about the food. She talks about the alcohol, the combination of the alcohol and food, and it's also about her.
Detail?
Yeah, it's about like her life as well.
Yeah.
Like you only see her like when she's wrapping up at the office, kind of.
Yeah.
And like maybe there'll be like some students will come in and she'll look over and she'll be like, I remember when I was a student. They'll be in the workforce too soon.
Okay.
She's like a little bit annoyed with work. Like she's got to like redo a file, and then she's like, nah, she's just talking about the food.
That's good.
And then at the end, it like tells you what the restaurant they used was, and they go like, oh, please come to our restaurant. It'd be really good.
That's quite a nice idea.
They tell you like about like what kind of alcohol it was she drank. She drinks alcohol
all the time.
She always goes like,
and what's it called?
Wakakozake. It's on Crunchyroll. The anime is as well as the new live action version.
I did watch, when I was on the plane, on the way over, I watched the Bakuman live action film. It was good, is all I can say. Goes through Bakuman's story. And it's really well edited. It's very big on that I'm drawing a manga montage.
Yeah, I was a fan of the early manga.
On that.
Pretty good, pretty interesting.
But it was very good.
Yeah,
I was surprised. I thought it was going to be rubbish, and I thought I was going to be like really pissed off watching it. But I wasn't. It was really good. Soundtrack's also very good. So yeah, it was a little bit melodramatic, but you would have kind of expected it to be. But really nicely done, really nicely edited, really good soundtrack, far better than I would have expected. Out of 10.
Excellent.
So there you go.
That's all you need to know then. Food, movies, anime. Sorted.
My little tip for food, good things that I think are going to happen. I picked up a copy of Official PlayStation Magazine while I was over there because on the cover they have this game here. I don't know if you can see. There we go. which had.
I think we're mainly recording on that camera. But...
Oh, we're on this camera, the wrong one. That one there. You see that? Because I like the artwork, and it was, I couldn't figure out why it was familiar, and it's the artist who did the Love Plus Yes thing, whose name escapes me now. But he
we had some pretty good articles about that game on Rice recently.
So he's making a visual novel called Root Letter, which looks really, really nice. There we go. Root Letter. There we go. And I watched some trailers and stuff, and it looks very promising.
What's it about?
So it's about a somebody's got a girl pen friend, who is like always like sending back like information about what she's done on to a basketball, baseball game and stuff, and helping out in the summer and stuff like that. And then you get like the last pen friend letter you get from her, basically saying that she's killed somebody and that she's going away, and then she disappears.
Badass.
So then you
I had a friend like that.
So then you kind of go to her town, and then you try and discover like where she's gone, but also there's the unravelling of like, was she really honest in all of the letters that she was sending you in the past? So it kind of is. Maybe
she didn't kill someone.
Well, you don't know. You don't know. That's the mystery. So it seemed really primarily for the artwork, but conceptually I thought it sounded pretty cool.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. I'm interested.
So so that I kind of tentatively got my eye on it. I don't know when it's out, yeah.
Apparently, that magazine comes out bi-weekly.
And that's insane as well. But I think a lot of the
content.
content,
A
lot of the content in these is like super paid. They're basically like advertorials. They're like totally paid for to get the content in there. So I don't know how much kind of like straight up opinion is in here. Oh my goodness me! There's a site.
I don't know if we can show that on YouTube.
I don't know if can I show this?
I don't know if we can show that on YouTube.
I think it's there we go. It's kind of pink. And kind of pink and lurid. It does actually look pretty amazing, and I have no idea what it is. So there we go. Goodness me. Oh, I know what it is. It's
of course you do.
It's labyrinth. Is that Omega? What's that symbol?
Yeah, it's the Omega symbol.
Yeah, Omega labyrinth. Keep your eye out for that one.
That's it. The news from Japan.
Yeah, good. So that's all the news I've got that I can talk about.
Thanks for checking out the news in Japan. Let us know if you're going to Japan.
Yeah, let us know your favourite ramen in the comments below.
Let us know your top ramen tips.
Yeah. Subscribe for more ramen, for more vague ramen tips.
Should start a cooking show.
Maybe, I've thought about it many times.
Maybe we should like.
I like cooking and I like food.
The only problem with that is you can't eat ramen and play video games at the same time, because it's not the most elegant of.
We don't really have the
most elegant of foods
for filming a food show here.
No.
Maybe in the future.
One tip is don't eat ramen on the first date. That would be my other tip.
On a first?
On a first. Not a first date. No, on a first date. It's very difficult to kind of do it in a sexy way.
Start as you mean to go on. Thanks for watching.
There you go. Cheers.
You could exchange sexy slurping.
Because there's like a bunch of times that I was in a restaurant, and then like these two girls would sit down, and you like look across, and they're pretty girls, and then they're like hoovering up like wiping fucking ramen juice off their face.